Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I'm your host, Minty, and I'm joined by Ralph Michaels at CalSport LV and Yanni the Greek at Greek_Gambler if you want to give him a follow on Twitter. This Monday, January 13th, we've got the national championship game, Clemson versus LSU. It might just be my Louisiana biased, opinion, but I love LSU here. I think they're very dominant, and from what we saw last game, Clemson didn't look that good. Yanni, what do you think of this one?
Listen, if Joe Burrow goes out and throws 8 touchdowns, no one's going to beat him. But with that said, can you do it against Clemson? I'm going to make this real simple for you. I've had the privilege, because of where I was raised, to have gotten involved with some of the sharpest guys on the planet. And I came here to Vegas as a mover for these guys. And I bet winning stuff for over a decade. I said it to you before, and I managed to lose money with winning information. It wasn't until I actually learned how to bet that I became profitable. And it took almost 20 years for that to happen. It's only been maybe 10 years that I've been profitable. And it was when I finally discovered money management coupled with not focusing on results. And my only job is to place good bets. That's all I can do, is place good bets and know that if I can do that after 500, 1,000 bets, if I truly did that, I should be ahead. That's the only way you make money betting sports. This is one of the rare times that you can know with 100% certainty that you're getting the best of the number. Where win or lose, you know you've placed a great bet, and that's the Clemson side. And the reason for that is simple. Prior to the playoffs, once these teams were set, Vegas odds makers, offshore, they told us, here's what the lines are for the possible matchups. Now, at that time, odds makers don't have no recency bias, no anything. These teams haven't played each other, haven't had a playoff. You don't know what happened last week. So they're strictly going off power ratings alone. Nothing else. Just strength of the teams. And here's what the number they posted. LSU versus Clemson. LSU would be a 1.5 point favorite. What happens, though? LSU destroys Oklahoma, who shouldn't have even been in the playoffs probably. And on the flip side, Clemson barely gets past Ohio State. So that recency bias, all of a sudden, now LSU is 4 points better than that 1.5 they were supposed to be. Why? What happened?
Well, 2 points.
What really happened?
2 points because LSU at home for a 2-point edge.
Right, but what really happened to that?
I totally agree.
Adjustment?
But I'm just saying your adjustment is really 2 points because LSU, they made 1 point better.
Right.
But if they were playing at the Superdome, they would have a 2-point home edge, so they'd be a 3.
Right, but now where's that number?
I completely agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying you have to add in the 2 point
Where's that
home
adjustment?
Yeah.
Where do you find it? Is it just because of how they looked?
Yeah.
I think it is. So just based on that alone, the line value is on the Clemson side. And as a bettor, if my job's to make good bets and not worry about picking winners, because I'm not psychic, I can't pick winners. I'd be foolish. If you think you could pick sporting results, stop betting. You're never going to make money picking outcomes of sporting events. I'm sorry. Nobody's ever been able to do that. Unless you're psychic, I haven't met anyone that can do that. All you could do is pick off good numbers and place good bets.
Well, there's ways you find advantages.
If you could tell me the outcome of a game before it starts, Ralph, I will concede and never bet again. If you could tell me with certainty of an outcome, there's impossible.
LSU would beat Troy.
Well, there's a point spread.
Well, you just said give you the outcome. I gave you the outcome.
Oh, can you bet it? Well, can you bet it? Can you bet it?
I understand. I'm not arguing with you, Johnny, because I agree. Going into the playoffs, I had Clemson as my number 1 power-rated team, Ohio State number 2, LSU number 3.
I agree. I think LSU could go in and win by 20.
If
easily.
The way they made the matchups, giving LSU the number 1 seed, changed the dynamics. You guys talk about it, and I'm betting it all the time. How much 1 week in the NFL changes the second week?
Right.
Where
from the look-ahead lines.
The look-ahead lines. That's exactly what we're looking into. I have Clemson as a 1 point favorite playing this game. That was before this week. Even if I just LSU 2 points up, that puts LSU at 1. I give LSU a 2 point home edge at the Superdome, and don't discount that. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't
totally.
know
The
about
fans,
that.
yes.
I don't know. I honestly, I disagree with
Louisiana.
Here's why I've been to that stadium many a times, and when it's a Saints game, it's a huge home field advantage. I left there and actually
Yeah.
adjusted mine the first time I watched them play the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I've watched other games there because Harris takes care of us when we go down there. I haven't seen a home field advantage when it's not the New Orleans Saints playing in the Superdome.
But it's not been LSU.
I've watched, no, but what I'm saying is,
LSU's never played a game.
No, no,
LSU
no.
played a Sugar Bowl game against Ohio State.
Exactly. They haven't played there.
Yeah.
Because they're playing in Louisiana?
Oh, I
like
think I
Clemson's
think
not
they
going to
stay-
travel? That's the part I don't understand.
Oh, I
It's
don't
not
think
gonna
Clemson's going to travel nearly as.
I don't think it's going to be 90,000, 80,000 LSU fans. It's not a home game.
I think each school gets 25,000 tickets.
Right, and then it'll be a lot of LSU. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, again, I don't think that they're playing in the state of Louisiana. They're not playing in their stadium.
Yeah.
They're not playing on a surface they're used to. They're not playing in their own, where they know the field better than the other team. That to me is what home field advantage is, not the fans just clapping.
Good point.
Like, you know what I mean? How much of the
again,
fan? If a team goes up, if a team goes up 7-0, your fans aren't clapping now.
Right.
Now, where's that home field advantage? It's going to be because you know the stadium, you know the surface, you know the field, you know some types of advantages other than the clapping.
Having a 3-1 home edge is significant.
Yeah.
Being able to blitz properly, being able to call your calls on offense, being able to hear
from
your
the
audibles.
out.
Yes,
Yeah, that's where I thought
I
the
think there is an edge.
difference was.
Yes, but okay, so we agree. Clemson's the side.
guys.
Clemson was a 1-point
listen to
favorite.
Minty. She
Even
likes
if LSU comes out here, you have a coach that's been there and done that. It's a huge deal. You've been in 3 national championships. It's a huge deal. If you read the papers this morning, yesterday, the day before, they are disrespected that they're an underdog. Has Clemson ever played anyone as good as this LSU offense? No. But has LSU played anyone as good as this Clemson offense? No. Has LSU played anyone as this Clemson defense? No. Has Clemson played a defense better than LSU? Absolutely. They just did against Ohio State. They were down at halftime. They made halftime adjustments. You have a better DC in Venables. You have a better head coach that's been there and done that. I completely agree.
That's the handicap.
So the only
That's
thing
the handicap.
we disagree on a 1-point home edge, right? And that's it.
No, that's the
that
handicap.
whole argument was right there on a 1-point edge. So we both agree Clemson is the side. And what do you got to do if you're going to bet Clemson?
Just got to sprinkle. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Did so last year, got to do it again.
Absolutely. If you're going to pick Clemson to win, sprinkle it on the money line to steal Gianni's line.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Guys, get 7 days of all access from your favorite capper at WagerTalk.com or SportsMemo.com. Capper for just $79. That's a $40 savings off the regular rate to receive every play in all sports from your favorite capper for 7 days, including all 5% plays that sell for $40 by themselves. Just use coupon code SAVE40 at checkout.